Good afternoon, Tiger Nation, and welcome to Rav Rogers Field here at Ouachita Baptist University in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. We're getting ready for today's matchup between the Southern Arkansas University Mule Riders and your Ouachita Tigers. This is day 2 of the HSU OBU Invitational. Yesterday, Ouachita played a doubleheader against Arkansas Tech, which they split, took game 1 in dramatic walk-off fashion by a score of 4-3. And they lost the second game 7-1 against Arkansas Tech. Similar day for SAU across the street while they're taking on the Reddies of Henderson State. They split the day with them, Henderson taking the first game and SAU taking the second game. One thing to note that coming into this matchup, SAU is ranked 16th overall in the country. You can hear the lineups there for the Tigers and the Mule Riders. For the Mule Riders, batting first, number 5, playing second base is Austin Baker. Third base, Kobe Morris. Left field, Jacob Martinez. First base, Mason Peterson. Center field, Ty Manning. Catcher, Brett McGee. Shortstop, Riley Orr. Designated hitter, Tucker Burton. Right field, Connor Allen. Starting pitcher for SAU will be James Janko, who is 0-1 so far. A quick pause there for the national anthem. For the national anthem, getting into the lineup for Ouachita. The center field will be Louis Steen. Third base, Tyler Reebok. First base, Cade Burris. Right field, Pierce Mitchell. Catching today is Cade McBride. Second base will be C-Dub Schrader. Left field is Jackson Chaney. Designated hitter today is Cole Kelly, and shortstop is Simmons Sowell. Pitching for the Tigers to start today off will be right-handed pitcher Garrett Hermes, number 14. Hermes is a senior transfer out of Sam Houston State, making his debut for the Tigers today. Looking for a good matchup today between the Mule Riders and the Tigers. Tigers played well yesterday. Said winning game 1 against Arkansas Tech in walk-off fashion off of a home run from right fielder Pierce Mitchell. But falling short in game 2. getting ready now. The leadoff man for SAU is Austin Baker, a senior, out of Amarillo, Texas. Had a good day yesterday. Played and started in both games. And went 3 for 6, scoring 2 runs and 2 RBIs as well. So a dangerous leadoff man for the Mule Riders. Not an easy task for Hermes, his Tiger debut. Hermes' first pitch will miss for ball 1. And that one will find the zone for strike 1. Count evens up 1-1. Baker did have a double yesterday. Got walked once. A chopper go down the left field line and roll foul. Be strike 2. The 1-2 from Hermes will be high. And that'll run the count even 2-2. It is a cold day for baseball. It was a little bit colder yesterday. Sun coming out today is helping. It's hiding behind clouds now, but was out earlier. That'll be poked foul. Count will stay at 2-2. It's about 35 degrees according to my weather app here. Feels like about 29. Not ideal baseball temperature. But I am happy to be up here in the box bringing you this game. That one will miss high as well. Count runs full. Getting ready for the payoff pitch from Hermes. Hermes' pitch heads towards Steen out in center field. Steen looks like he got it and hauls it in. Out number 1. Good job there by Steen out there in center field. A fantastic center fielder for the Tigers. Made some great catches last season. Let's go up there and it'll be caught by Cheney, or not Cheney, that was Sal at shortstop for out number 2. Quick little pop up there. Great job by Sal moving in to get that ball. Out quickly now, 2 outs. And that will bring up the left fielder, number 6, Jacob Martinez. First pitch finds the zone, strike 1. Would like to mention that we are having some graphics issues, so we will be working to fix that as soon as we can. So count is 0-1, 2 outs here as Martinez fouls that one straight into the SAU dugout. Looks like it bounced off. That'll go count to 0-2. Hermes ahead in the count now. The 0-2 on its way to Martinez. That one's high. Martinez would not chase. That looked like a fastball just left up high in the zone. McBride had to reach for it. See the infield playing back. That one is popped up towards left center field. And it'll go off the glove of Cheney and Steen. So it'll be at least a double. Martinez looks to go into third, and he will. So a stand-up triple for Jacob Martinez. It was both outfielders were there. It was kind of that they kind of went for it at the same time, but it just bounced off Cheney's glove, and Steen couldn't quite get it in his, and that will bring up the first baseman, Mason Peterson. Went 1 for 7 yesterday in the 2 games against Henderson. Peterson struck out 3 times as he swings and misses at that one. Count is 1-1. Like I said, Peterson struck out 3 times in the 2 games yesterday against Henderson. We could really use a strikeout here to get out of the inning with SAU threatening over on third base. That one will find the zone. That caught the inside corner. Strike 2. Count evens up 2-2-2. As my partner from last year, Preston Crowder, would say, deuces wild up on the board. Tried to get Peterson to chase there, but would not go. Count runs full. The payoff pitch from Hermes. It'll be left up, and Peterson will head to first base. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs. Two outs here as the center fielder Ty Manning comes to the plate. Manning going 2 for 5 yesterday. Was walked twice. Struck out 3 times. First pitch finds the zone. Strike 1. He swung back into the net. Strike 2. Hermes needs to capitalize, being up 0-2 on Manning here. Still no runs scored. If they get out of this, no damage is done. Try to get him to chase. Runner will go, and they'll just let him head on over to second. Smart move there. Did not want Martinez trying to run over there from third to get home. Count's 1-2 now. Hermes really needs to get this out. Do not want to let SAU strike first. And it'll be swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Tigers in the inning there. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. And we head to the bottom of the first inning. Scores tied 0-0 after Hermes gets the big strikeout there to end the inning. A good display of defense there. Just the one hiccup out there in left center field, but that was a hard to catch ball, so it won't go down as an error. Tigers still doing just fine, and we're going to take a quick break between innings here, and when we come up, it'll be Steen, Reebok, and Burris all due up for the Tigers. I'm Matthew Branch, and you're watching Ouachita Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Rat Rogers Field. Just about to start the bottom half of the first inning. On the mound for SAU, will be number 34, the right-handed pitcher, James Janko. Louis Steen leading things off for the Tigers. A great leadoff man. Did struggle yesterday, though. Did not record a hit in the 2 games. Did get walked once and hit once with the stolen base. First pitch from Janko will be outside. Ball 1. Now want to find the inside zone for strike 1. Janko is a junior out of McKinney, Texas. Louis Steen will hit that one right up the middle. It'll be a base hit for the Tigers. Lead-off single for Ouachita off the bat of Louis Steen. He gets his first hit of the 2021 baseball season. And that'll bring up Ouachita's slugger, Tyler Reebok, number 2. Reebok going 2 for 7 yesterday with a home run and an RBI. Struck out twice. He's got the power behind that bat. First pitch will miss for ball 1. We saw it plenty last year before the season got cut short in mid-March due to COVID. Reebok had already racked up 8 home runs and was at one point tied for second in Division II. That one will find the zone for strike 1. Tied for second in all of Division II for home runs. Just 1 or 2 behind the home run leader that was out of Angelo State. And I believe he could have caught him. There were several times. So Tyler Reebok would come up to bat and launch one out his first at bat of the day. Let's see if he can do it again today. But that one will miss for ball 2. Reebok, a senior out of Rockwall, Texas, and Rockwall High School. Oh, check on Reebok over there. Reebok gets back safely. He was third in all GAC with a .759 slugging percentage last season. That one will miss for ball 3. The 3-1 on its way, and it'll be low, and Reebok will work a walk. Tigers have 2 on now with no outs here in the bottom of the first, and that will bring up Cade Burris. Burris going 4 for 6 yesterday. Leading batter here for the Tigers with a .667 average after those 4 hits and 6 at bats yesterday. First pitch will miss outside for ball 1. That one will find the zone for strike 1. Burris, a sophomore out of Walnut Ridge High School. Burris will show bunt, but it'll go foul for strike 2. One and 2 the count now. Nobody out. 2 runners on for Ouachita. Steen at second and Reebok at first. Burris does have power in the bat. That one will go high for ball 2. Burris struggled a little bit at the plate last season, batting 148, but only had 27 at bats on the whole season. So not a lot of numbers to go by there when you make that. Or when you look at the batting average. See the wind slightly blowing out into towards right field. Pickoff attempt is no good. Steen stays safely on second base. Count still 2-2. Two on its way again. It's swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 1. And that will bring up the right fielder, Pierce Mitchum, who had the walk-off home run yesterday against Arkansas Tech. Mitchum batting .333 so far, going 2 for 6 yesterday against Arkansas Tech. Scored 1 run. Ended up with 3 RBIs and a home run yesterday. Did get walked once and struck out once. That one will be tipped foul. Umpire wanted to walk out and deliver the ball himself to the pitcher. Mitchum, a redshirt junior out of Heber Springs, Arkansas. Runners will go. Ball get away from the catcher McGee, and now we've got 2 Tigers in scoring position as Steen and Reebok both advance to third and second. Count is 1-1. Mitchum batted .196 for the Tigers last year. That one will miss for ball 2. Steen looked like he might have gone if it was passed, but McGee's able to haul it in and keep it inside that home plate circle. It's the second year of the turf here at Rab Rogers at the home plate. Didn't get to see a full season of use last year. Only saw about a month's worth. 2-1 the count now. That one will miss outside for ball 3. So 3-1 now. Hitters count to Mitchum. You know from the home run yesterday, he has the power in the bat. He'll swing. It'll be a check swing. And let's say he did go. Umpire was a little bit late in giving that indication, so the count runs full to 3-2. 1 out here, bottom of the first. Runners on third and second. Corners in. That's Morris and Peterson at third and first, both playing in. Mitchum with a full count here. The payoff from Janko will bounce in front of the plate, and Mitchum will head on to first base. Bases loaded now. The catcher, Cade McBride, now stepping up for the Tigers, as McGee wanted to go out there and have a quick word with Janko out on the mound. Still just 1 out here, bottom of the first inning. One is a cold and partly cloudy day here in Arkadelphia. McBride going 2 for 7 yesterday, scoring 1 run. Last year, McBride batted .246 for the Tigers. Had a couple home runs to his name. That one will bounce off, get away from McGee. Steen comes on home, and he'll be safe. And Tigers strike first and get the first run of the day as the other two runners advance. And now Reebok stands just 90 feet away as the Tigers' second run. Tigers up 1-0. So 1-0 the count now to McBride. And that one will find the zone for strike one. McBride, a junior out of Prosper, Texas, and Prosper High School. That one will miss for ball two. McBride came up big last year a couple times for the Tigers, helped them seal a few wins, was player of the game once or twice as well. A great catcher for the Tigers. McBride will foul that one back and straight over the box for strike two. Reebok trying to get home here with just one out in the bottom of the first. The 2-2 on its way from Janko, the left-hander. And it'll be a called strike three for out number two. Brian didn't think that one was there, but it'll be out number two, and in comes C-Dub Schrader. The sophomore out of Red Oak, Texas. Came in last year as a freshman and had a big impact. He'll swing on the first one and miss for strike one. Last year batting for the Tigers, flirted with 300, didn't quite get there. Did have one home run to his name. That'll be strike two. Janko ahead in the count now. Looking like he's starting to settle in here after giving up that one run. 0-2 count to Schrader. Oh, into the count now to Schrader. He'll be fouled back straight in the net. Count stays 0-2. Tigers looking to extend their 1-0 lead over the Mule Riders. Schrader will call time. The 0-2 on its way is swung and missed for strike three. So Janko gets all three outs himself on strikeouts. But Tigers do strike first as Steen came home on a pass ball. Tigers did leave two stranded there on second and third as we get ready to head to the top of the second. Hermes back out there to pitch for the Tigers. We will be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And we are back here. Not much time between innings. Umpires appear to be ready to get this one going. Be ready for the top of the second. Due up will be McGee, Orr, and Burton for SAU. McGee going 1 for 5 yesterday against Henderson. Did have one home run against the Reddies. First pitch from Hermes will be low and inside for ball 1. This is the third year for head coach Luke Howard. Came in 2019. That'll go off the foot of McGee, so it'll be fouled for strike 1. With as cold as it is, I guarantee you that one did not feel good. McGee there trying to walk that one out. Count 1-1. Like I was saying, this is year 3 for Coach Howard. His first year back in 2019 went 20-28 with the Tigers, 13-20 in conference, ended up finishing 9th in the GAC. Last year, after only 22 games, Tigers ended up 10-12 and 5-7 and were 8th in the GAC, and I believe they were trending up. They were really starting to catch fire there. They'd almost swept Southern Nazarene and were getting ready for some other good contests as McGee takes a big swing and a big miss for strike 2. Like the Tigers were definitely trending upward. They had been in just about every game they had played. So seeing 8th in conference, I believe they probably would have finished a little bit higher than that and gotten into the tournament. Count runs full here, 3-2 to McGee. That one is skied way up and shallow right center. Steen almost had a catch, but as he rolled over, got out, tried to go in time. Looked like he was in time, but umpire will call McGee safe at second after it bounced out of the glove of Steen in very shallow right center field. Neil Riders now with a runner on second here with no outs. As Riley Orr, the shortstop, steps to the plate. Breaking ball there finds a zone for strike 1. Good pitch from Hermes. Show bunt, and it will tip off the bat for strike 2. Then Hermes is a senior out of Rowlett, Texas, and transferred in from Sam Houston State. Originally attended Panola College, where he had sub-5 ERAs both years and an almost 2 flat ERA, 2.06 back in 2019. Last year for Sam Houston State, only had 1 appearance, but pitched a scoreless inning in that appearance. That'll be a chopper towards short. Sal picks it up, fires over to Burris in time, out number 1. But McGee does advance over to third base. That'll be out number 1, and that will bring up the designated hitter, Tucker Burton. Burton went 2 for 4 yesterday. That one's low for ball 1. Did have a home run against the Reddies yesterday. The slugging percentage right now, that puts him at over 1,000 at 1.25. You don't see that often. Got a feeling those won't stay there longer, as that one will be fouled to the left side and run the count even at 1-1. swung on in, missed for strike two. Good pitch there by Hermes. In 2019 at Panola College, he did strike out 21 and only walked 10 in 17 appearances. Usually pitching out of relief, but Hermes gets the start here today for Coach Howard. That'll be lined a powerful hit into right field, and it will drive a runner home as Burton heads to first base. And that will bring up the right fielder, Connor Allen. Allen went 1 for 4 yesterday. That'll be hit in the gap. Have to be fielded by Cheney out there in left. So runners on first and second with just one out. That will bring up the leadoff man, number 5, Austin Baker. Baker flew out to center his first time up back in the last inning. Be a bunt there, fielded by Hermes, fired over to first. Not in time. Bases loaded, one out here for SAU. That was a close one, but Hermes just not quite able to get his body turned around there and fire that over to Burris at first. Coach will be heading out to have a word with Hermes. With all the layers on, have a hard time telling which coach that is. If it's the pitching coach, that's Coach Dave Brown. This is his first season with Ouachita. So Brown, like I said, being a new addition to the Tigers here. Spent 2 seasons as the assistant pitching coach at Mercer County Community College in West Windsor, New Jersey. Mercer County was 44-19 in those 2 seasons, reaching a number 11 national ranking. Also a team ERA of 3.71. He also spent 2 seasons as a pitching coach. That is Kobe Morris now, or batting now. The 1-0 is skied way back, or way high. Steen gets under it and makes a grab for runner 2. Runner goes. Throw from Steen, not in time. They'll let the runner score. That was Burton who scored, and SAU takes a 2-1 lead. The other runners stay at first and second. The sac fly puts SAU up 2-1 over Ouachita as Hermes' first pitch there misses for ball 1. But SAU is ranked nationally, ranked 16th coming into this weekend's tournament. That'll be swung on into the gap. They're going to send the runner home. That throw is going to be off, and SAU will take a 2-run lead now, 3-1. As the right fielder, Alan Connor, scores. Be a RBI single for Jacob Martinez. 2 outs now. Runners at first and second. Peterson will line it in there. Steen makes a diving catch for out number 3 and limits the damage to just 3 runs. A great catch by Steen. Those diving catches are what he does best and gets Tigers out of the inning. SAU gets 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors for Ouachita here. They now have a 3-1 lead over the Tigers. SAU almost batted around, but did not get there as we get ready to head to the bottom half of the second inning. Janko back out there to pitch for SAU. Started to settle down there in the end of the first. Ouachita with a little bit of work to do, as SAU plates 3 in the top of the second. Do it for the Tigers will be 7, 8, and 9. That is Jackson Cheney, Cole Kelly, and Simmons Sowell. Don't think I actually introduced myself. My name is Matthew Branch. I'm bringing y'all's today's game. And I'm a junior here at Ouachita, part of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Also helping with today's broadcast in the room next to me is Katie Hatchett and Noah Grimes. OSDN would not be possible without all these students who help out. Yesterday had a big day for OSDN as Jackson Cheney steps into the box. First pitch will miss for ball 1. Cheney, a freshman out of Sulphur Springs, Texas, and Sulphur Springs High School, majoring in business administration. That one finds zone, strike 1. Yesterday was a busy day for OSDN. Had a doubleheader here against Tech here at Rab Rogers, and then right up the road at Vining Arena had a doubleheader, men's and women's basketball against Arkansas Tech. There was a split at both sites. 2-1 will be swung and missed for strike 2. Like I said, baseball split the doubleheader here at Rab Rogers yesterday, and the women lost a tough one to Arkansas Tech. Had the lead for a while and ended up having to take it overtime, and it'll be a called strike 3 for out number 1 for Cheney. That will bring up the designated hitter, Cole Kelly. Kelly, the redshirt senior out of Independence, Mississippi, and Magnolia Heights High School. Last year was Kelly's first year with the Tigers after transferring in from Mississippi Delta Community College. Finds zone, strike 1. Like Kelly did not play yesterday for the Tigers. That one will miss the zone for ball 1. But like I was saying, the Ouachita women's basketball team lost a tough one to Arkansas Tech, who was ranked 18th nationally. Took them to overtime, but could not quite get it done, as Cheney will send that one right back into the net for strike 2. Ouachita men's basketball put on a dominating performance in a huge win over Tech. At one point and that'll hit Cheney, and Cheney gets a free ride to first. Or hit Kelly. Sorry there. Cole Kelly goes to first, gets a free ride there. And that will bring up the shortstop, Simmons Sowell. The Tigers ended up winning 81-59 yesterday against Arkansas Tech. Had a quick turnaround. They're playing Arkansas Monticello in Monticello at 4 o'clock today. They're less than 24-hour turnaround for the Tiger men's team. It was a solid win yesterday for the Tigers. So they ended up splitting with Tech. Tech won 2 games, and Ouachita won 2 games overall. As Sal will pop that one way high. Be shallow. Second baseman grabs it. That's Baker. Gets out number 2. And that will bring up Louis Steen. Got a hit his first time up last inning. Ripped one right up the middle. Looks like they're going to bring over Baker at second to try to keep that from happening again. That one will miss for ball 1. The 1-0 is hit into left field, and it's going to be down for a base hit. Runners will advance. Kelly goes to second base, and Steen gets another hit. And that will bring up Tyler Reebok. Walked his first time up and got stranded on third last inning. Could easily change the game with one swing of the bat here. First pitch from Janko. That one will be outside for ball 1. Kelly getting a pretty solid lead out there at second. Steen pretty much has all the room in the world to get a lead there as the first baseman's playing back. The 1-0 to Reebok. Check swing. It'll be called strike 1. Stepping out of the box. He swung on and missed for strike 2. Reebok did strike out twice yesterday. One-two pitch. Just missed the zone. SAU wanted it. They were starting to run to the dugout. It'll be ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and number 2 at the plate in a 2-run ball game. The 2-2 to Reebok. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Mule Riders get out of the jam. So just one hit for Ouachita. And that will do it for the second inning here at Rab Rogers Field. New pitcher now for the Tigers. Number 13 is Bo Burson now in to pitch for the Tigers. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Rab Rogers Field as we get ready to start the third inning of play. SAU leads it 3-1 as the center fielder Ty Manning for SAU steps to the plate. The 5-hole hitter. Got 5, 6, and 7 due up. First pitch from Burson. Manning will show bunt. It'll go foul for strike one. And Bo Burson now pitching for Tigers, the senior out of Smackover, Arkansas. Will miss for ball one. Last year was Burson's first year with the Tigers. Batted .268 with a home run and 6 RBIs. He's a two-way player for the Tigers. Was second on the team with 31 innings pitched. Breaking ball finds the zone for strike two. Against Southern Nazarene last year on February 29th. Only allowed 3 runs and 6 innings pitched with 7 strikeouts and only 1 walk. And that one will hit Manning, and he'll head to first base. That will bring up the catcher, Brett McGee. Scored the first run for SAU. So one runner on. Nobody out here as first pitch finds the zone for strike one. The 0-1 to McGee. Strike two. Burson pitching out of the stretch here with a runner on first. That one will miss outside. Tried to get McGee to chase, but would not go for ball one. Pickoff attempt not in time. Runner goes. Here's the throw from McBride. Not in time. Referee never made the umpire never made a indication. Count runs 2-2. Or 2-2. Miss low. Ball 3. Count runs full. Burson ended up having a 5.23 ERA last season. Two wins and 2 losses. Swung on and hit into the gap. Right past Burris at first. Manny will come home, no throw, and SAU takes a 4-1 lead. That will bring up the shortstop, Riley Orr. Orr grounded out to short, first time up. One runner on, no outs here. Top of the third. First pitch will miss. Ball one. Breaking ball there finds the zone for strike one.
for Burson. Burson needs to settle in here. Be a bunt. Will go foul for strike 2. Good job there by Reebok. No, thinking that one was going to go foul. 1-2 the count now. 2 or nobody out. Double play would be huge here. Last year, Tigers turned 24 double plays. 22 games. Have the ability to do that, as that one will find the gap. Runners will advance. Another hit for SAU as the designated hitter. Tucker Burton steps to the plate, picked up an RBI in his last at bat, last inning. Not the start the Tigers wanted here after going up 1-0 in the first. Fastball looked like it missed high and outside for ball 1. Swung on and missed. It'll get away from McBride. Runners both advance, no throw. Count now 1-1 to Burton. Burton now batting above 500 on the season. As he chops that one, Burson makes the grab, taking himself over to first, underhand it to Burris for out number 1. Runners don't go. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 11, Connor Allen. On a sophomore out of Plano, Texas, and Navarro College. Got a hit and scored a run last inning. Breaking ball finds the zone. Strike 1. Allen ducked away like it was going to hit him. But it broke right in over the zone. It's a good pitch there from Burson. Hopefully he's starting to settle in here. The 0-1. Another breaking ball finds the zone. Strike 2. Allen, he's still turned away on that. Turned away on that one. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch here. Another breaking ball gets away. Not quite sure why Allen started to run across there. As didn't hit him. It did miss the zone for ball 1. McGee over there on third base did show like he wanted to try to run there, but McBride was able to haul in the ball. Count now 1-2. Swung on and hit foul. Count stays the same. Great play out there by one of the Ouachita bullpen pitchers, jumping over the fence and making the grab. Can't tell who it is. They've all got hoodies on out there. You do have 2 pitchers warming up in the bullpen. Can't quite tell who they are from up here. Typically I have binoculars, but I left those in the apartment this morning by accident, so I can't really tell you who's out there in the bullpens. SAU also has 1 pitcher warming up. Count now 2-2. 1 out, runners on second and third. Leadoff man Austin Baker on deck for SAU. 2-2 is skied way high, but it'll go out of bounds down the third baseline. Foul. Count stays 2-2. Person still pitching out of the stretch. Still playing in a little bit near the grass. That one will miss high for ball 3. This is something we saw last year with several Washita pitchers. They'd get ahead in the count, 0-2. Then the batters would battle, and then we'd end up at a full count. Not a good place to be, as he will hit that one way high. Cheney out there gets under it. Runner looks to go. There's makes the catch, but he drops the ball. They're going to say he was out. It was on transition, so it'll still be an out, number 2. Still out number. Yep, making sure there. Yep, still out number 2. They're going to say Cheney dropped it on the transition for the throw, but a run will score. And McGee scored. It'll be a sac fly. That will bring up the leadoff batter, Austin Baker. Score now 5-1 in favor of the Mule Riders. Just one game today, not a doubleheader against SAU. This is the only game. Must be a thing saying that either a runner didn't touch second or didn't tag up. Umpire says he did. The runner on third here with 2 out as Austin Baker steps in. Baker flew out to center his first time up. Last inning. Ended up reaching second. Made it to first on a fielder's choice. Or more be ruled an infield single. Swung and missed for strike one. County was up 1-1. Be a bunt fielded by Burson, thrown over in time for out number 3. Run will not count. Tigers get out number 3. SAU picks up 2 runs here in the top of the third inning to increase their lead to 5-1 over Washita as we get ready to head to the bottom of the third inning. Due up for the Tigers will be 3, 4, and 5. That's Burris, Mitchell, and McBride all due up for the Tigers. We'll be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Rab Rogers Field. We're here in the bottom of the third inning. Washita trails 5-1 behind the SAU Mule Riders. Leading off here in the bottom of the third will be the first baseman, number 22, Cade Burris. Struck out swinging his first time up back in the first inning. First pitch will miss. Ball 1. Jenko still out there pitching for SAU. Is that one a miss Ball 2. 2-0. Fastball find the zone for strike 1. SAU is a school that is good at any sport on a diamond, as the baseball team is ranked 16th in the country. That one misses for ball 3. And their softball program was ranked, or probably still is, ranked number 1 in all of Division 2. 3-1 on the way. Called strike 2, count runs full. Both SAU baseball and softball, both top 25 programs. That one will miss up. Burris works a walk, and he will head on over to first base on the free ride. And that will bring up the right fielder, Pierce Mitchell. Walked his first time up. First pitch from Janko finds the zone, strike 1. That one will miss for ball 1. The 1-1 about to be on its way from Janko. Wind's starting to die down a little bit here at Rap Rogers. That one is popped high into right center. Allen comes over and makes the grab for out number 1. And that will bring up the catcher, number 21, Cade McBride. One out here, 1 runner on. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, Ouachita trailing 5-1. Still anybody's game. That one will be outside and high for ball 1. That one will find the zone for strike 1. Count evens up. One breaking ball finds the zone. Strike 2. That one will be lined foul down the 3rd base line. Count stays at 1 and 2. That one will be fouled back out of play. Count will remain the same. That one will miss the zone. Good job there by McBride laying off that pitch. Count runs even, 2 and 2. McBride will sky that one way up. Morris comes over and makes the grab for out number 2. And that'll bring up C-Dub Schrader, number 4. Struck out back in the first in the inning. Runner goes. Not in time. Ball gets away. Burris will stay. Picks up a stolen base there. Makes it into scoring position. Good job there. Good base running by Burris. Wind starting to pick back up now. Looks like it's blowing straight out. Down finds the zone. Strike 1. The 1-1 to Schrader on its way. That'll be left outside. Ball 2. Two one is swung on and missed. 4, strike 2. Two outs here with a runner on second. Tigers need to kind of start getting back into this lead. Still a lot of baseball left. That one will miss low. Good job laying off there. Count runs full. 3-2-2. Payoff pitch here with 2 outs and runner on second. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 to end the inning. Tigers do not play any here. Leave 1 runner stranded as we get ready to head to the top of the 4th inning. SAU leads at 5-1. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back here to OSDN. Due up for SAU is 2, 3, and 4. That is Morris, Martinez, and Peterson. Kobe Morris stepping in now. First pitch will miss for ball 1. Morris popped up to shortstop back in the first inning and flew out to center last time up, and that one bunt will go foul for strike 1. 0 for 2 on the day so far for Kobe Morris. Morris is senior out of Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, and transferred into SAU out of the University of Alabama. 1-1. Just high and away for ball 2. 2-1 will be fouled out of play. Strike two. One thing to note while the Ouachita Tigers are playing a conference opponent here in SAU, does not count as a conference game. Conference will pick up soon. Not a lot of non-conference is happening this year in pretty much all sports. Most leagues have been. Oh, he'll swing on that one. It'll be a drop third strike, but it will be a strikeout nonetheless for Bo Burson. Gets first out of the inning and gets his first strikeout of the day. That'll bring up Martinez. First pitch will miss. Swung on and missed for strike one. 1-1 the count now to Burson. That'll be chopped foul for strike two. But what I was saying was it just kind of starts into GAC. They've got this kind of non-conference weekend so far. This first Henderson State Ouachita Baptist Invitational. That'll be hit right up the middle. Will be a base hit for Martinez. He'll get to first. Be hit number 9 for SAU. And that will bring Mason Peterson, the first baseman, to plate. Cleanup hitter. Walked his first time up and flew out to center in the second inning. And he will line that one into right field, and Mitchum will watch that one go over the fence. Home run. And SAU will increase their lead to 7-1. That brings up Ty Manning. First pitch will miss for ball one. Manning struck out back to in the first and scored a run after being hit by a pitch back in the third. That one will miss for ball two. What I was saying before that home run there, once again, does a non-conference tournament against conference opponents, and then February 19th starts conference play. Ouachita will be traveling to Bethany, Oklahoma to take on Southern Nazarene as that one is fouled down the right field line. Bounce its way into left field, but it'll be strike two. Or strike one. 2-1's the count now. SAU up 7-1 after recording their 10th hit on the home run there. Called strike two. One out here, nobody on. It'll bounce in front of the plate for ball three. Got a right-hander warming up in the bullpen for Ouachita. Whoever that is out there looks like they just got done warming up. So as Burson will hit Manning, it looks like Coach Howard's going to go for a coaching change. Or a pitching change, sorry. Let's see who they bring in to pitch.
like Burson's day will be done. That looks like Hunter Gautreau out there. That's who it is, number 16, Hunter Gautreau, now pitching for the Tigers. Burson's day will be done. Looks like he pitched an inning and a third. Gautreau will be coming in with a runner on first. Gautreau, a senior out of Benton, Arkansas, and Bauxite High School, was here last year for the Tigers. Had an 8.6 ERA last season. Made 5 appearances, pitched 12 in the third inning. But hopefully Gautreau can come in here and settle things down. Stop the bleeding here in the top of the fourth. Batting now is the catcher, number 32, Brett McGee. Runner will go, but it'll be fouled for strike one. Manning will have to head back to first. McGee is 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Oh, 1 count here for Gautreau as he'll attempt to pick off over there first, not in time. Still just 1 out here. Another pickoff attempt, not in time. He fouled into the Ouachita dugout. I think everybody's okay. Strike 2. Will also be fouled out of play. Count stays at 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Gautreau. Another pickoff attempt, not in time. Really trying to keep Manning honest over there at first base. Another 0-2 pitch coming up. Fastball is hit into right field and it will get down. Ball will get past Mitchell, then Manning will head on into third.
Runners on the corners now with one out. Just one out here. Runners on the corners now as the shortstop Riley Orr heads to the plate. Orr 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch to Orr, inside, ball 1. One 0 on its way. Called strike 1. That one is hit into center field. Steen tracks it, makes the grab. Runner goes. Be another sac fly for SAU as they score their 8th run of the day. Washita gets the second out from the glove of Steen. That will bring up the designated hitter, Tucker Burton. 1 for 2 on the day. Got a hit and an RBI back in the first and grounded out to the pitcher in the third. Scratch that, Burton got the RBI in the second inning. First pitch misses for ball 1. That will be lined into right field. Another base hit. Single for Tucker. That'll bring up the right fielder, Connor Allen. 1 for 2 on the day as well. Got a hit back in the second and scored and had a sac fly RBI last inning. First pitch to Allen misses the mark. He swung and missed for strike 1. Also swung and missed. Big swing there for strike 2. Be fouled off. Count will stay at 1 and 2. Strike 3 for Gautreaux, and that will end the inning. Gautreaux gets out of the jam, does not allow a run. They do score 3 in that inning, though. Increase their lead to 8-1 over Washita as we get ready to head to the bottom of the 4th. Jenko back out once again for the Mule Riders. We'll be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back here to Rab Rogers Field, getting ready to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Tigers will be the 7-0 hitter, Jackson Cheney, the left fielder. 7-8-9 due up for the Tigers. First pitch finds us up. Strike 1. Jenko out for his 4th inning of work. Only allowed 1 run so far. 2 hits. And he will sky that one out of play, or maybe not. And it will find the stands. We strike 2 to Cheney, the freshman. That one will miss the zone. For ball 2, counting is up 2-2. 2-2 on its way. Cheney will sky that one out of play as well. He swung on and missed for Cheney. That was an outside pitch that Cheney chased. His 2nd strikeout of the day. And the 7th for Jenko. That will bring up Cole Kelly, the designated hitter. Got hit his first time up back in the 2nd inning. That'll be high for ball 1. That one finds the zone for strike 1. Miss ball 2. That one finds the zone, called strike 2. Called strike 3. Kelly thought it was inside, but it'll be another strikeout. Technically the 3rd in a row for Jenko. Simmons South steps up with 2 outs and nobody on here in what is a 7-run game. Tigers looking to avoid going 3 up, 3 down for the first time today. fouled right back here into the net. Glad there's a net there. That would have found its way right into one of these press box windows. Count is 0-2 to Sal. Poked out there, fielded by Baker, flipped over to first in time for out number 3. Tigers go 3 up, 3 down. The first time today, we head to the 5th inning. No runs on no hits, no errors for SAU. SAU still leads 8-1. 2 up for the Mule Riders here in the 5th inning will be 2, 3, and 4 once again. So that is Morris, Martinez, and Peterson all due up. Be right back here on OSDN. And welcome back. Actually, I looked at my sheet wrong. Due up is 1, 2, and 3. Baker, Morris, and Martinez. So the leadoff man is 0 for. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Got on base back in the 2nd inning. And that one will hit Baker in the head. I'll take a free ride over to first base. That will bring up Kobe Morris. Morris is 0 for 3 today, but does have an RBI. Runner goes. Throw is off the mark. Baker will be safe. And second with a stolen base. One owes the count now. It's swung on. Sal makes the grab. Great catch there by Sal for out number 1. Right to Sal. Had to jump up and make the grab for out number 1. Runner will stay at second. That will bring up Jacob Martinez. Martinez is 3 for 3 today so far with a triple, 2 singles, and a run scored. First pitch to Martinez finds the zone. That one will be hit into center field. Steen tracking backward, makes the grab. Runner checks and goes towards third. No throw. Runner on third now, but 2 outs. So Baker advances to third base on what is essentially just a long bunt from Martinez. And that will bring up Mason Peterson, the first baseman. 1 for 2 on the day. Did have a home run last inning. And he will hit that one into shallow left. Cheney comes over, makes the grab for out number 3. It's a good job there by the Tigers, putting together a 4 up, 3 down inning there for SAU, and we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. First scoreless inning for SAU since the first. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th here. We'll be right back on Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And we're back here at Rab Rogers Field. Due up for the Tigers, it's 1, 2, and 3. You've got Steen, Reebok, and Burris all due up for the Tigers as Steen steps up into the plate as Tigers trail by 7 behind the Mule Riders. First pitch, a strike for Janko, out for his 5th inning of work. The 0-1 will bounce in front of the plate for ball 1. Seen 2 for 2 on the day. This is for ball 2. After not getting a hit yesterday, he's already racked up 2 today. See if he can continue. 2-1. Finds his own for the second strike. Two on the way to Steen. No swing called. Ball 3. That'll be hit into the gap. Steen gets another hit, and he'll go to first. Looks 2 out of the box, but he'll stay at first. And that will bring up Tyler Reebok. Back. Reebok 0 for 1 on the day. Walked his first time up back in the first. First one will miss for ball 1. The 1-0 misses for ball 2. Back ahead in the count. Steen getting a bit of lead over there at first. 2-0. Finds the zone for strike 1. is strike two. Two count now to Reebok. That one will miss for ball three. Count runs full. Full count now to Reebok. Nobody out. One runner on first. Payoff pitch from Janko. Not a payoff pitch. Pick off over there to first. Not in time. Another pickoff attempt. Once again, not in time. Payoff pitch on the way, swung on and hit down the right field line. It could be down and it will be foul. Just foul for Reebok. We will see another payoff pitch from Janko. Back into the box. Another payoff pitch on its way will be low, and Reebok gets his second walk of the day. Head on over to first base. Steen will move on over to second. And that will bring up Cade Burris. 0 for 1 on the day as well. As a walk and a stolen base came in the third, struck out back in the first. SAU's coach wants to go have a word with Janko, and looks like his day will be done. So he will pitch 4 full innings. We will have a new pitcher coming in now for SAU. Good day for Janko. Got to give you credit where credit's due. Only 1 run on 3 hits. Janko ended up with if my counting is correct, he ended up with 8 strikeouts. Only walked 4. So good day there for Janko. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Now into pitch for SAU is going to be number 8, Jacob Womack, the 6'1" sophomore out of Henderson, Texas, and a transfer in from Eastern Oklahoma State. He'll be pitching to Cade Burris. That's the second pitcher for the day for SAU. Comes in with 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch will miss and get away from McGee. Steen will head on over to third. We've got runners on the corners with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Tigers have a pretty steep hill to climb up here if they want to get back into this one. 7-run ball game. 1-0 count to Burris. That one will miss and get away from McGee as well, and Reebok will head on over to second base. Two stolen bases in a row for the Tigers. Two-0 count now to Burris. Wind blowing out. And that one finds the zone for strike one. Two-one count now to Burris. That one is swung and it'll be fouled back for strike two. Count will even up. Two on its way from Womack. That'll be fouled out of play. Burris stays alive. Another 2-2 pitch from Womack out of the stretch. That'll be hung on or swung on, popped way high. McGee over there, and first baseman Peterson will call it and make the grab for out number one. It'll pop up to the first baseman, gets the out for the first out of the inning as Pierce Mitchum heads to the plate. Two runners in scoring position for the Tigers. Mitchum is 0 for 1 today, walked back in the first inning. Popped up to the right fielder. He'll swing on that one. Actually, that was number 3. We have a new player in. I had missed that. But Steen will come in. He's safe. And so will Reebok. 2 runs will score off of the infield hit for Zach Kirkendall. Missed the rotation there. That will bring up the catcher, Cade McBride. But Reebok and Steen both came in, and now the score is 8-3, 5-run game. Breaking ball finds the zone for strike one. That one will miss for ball one. So Kirkendall at first base after the 2 RBI single there. Kirkendall, a freshman out of Dallas, Texas. Already doing big things for the Tigers as McBride will check swing that one, but it'll go into play. He will throw, and Womack will throw it over to Peterson for out number 2. Kirkendall will advance to second. And we'll bring up the sophomore Schrader, the second baseman. Schrader 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. He will line that one into right field, and it will be foul by about 3 feet for strike one. Oh, 1 the count now to Schrader. Off speed finds the zone. Strike 2. Schrader finds himself in the hole. 0-2. The 0-2 on its way from Womack. It'll be high and inside. Schrader not happy with himself for not staying in there and taking that free base because it looked like it might have hit him. 1-2, about to be on its way. That'll be swung on and hit into center field. It'll be down, base hit. Here comes Kirkendall. No throw. We run number 4 for Washita, the RBI single from C-Dub Schrader. Great job there by Schrader, shrugging off those 2 strikeouts he's had earlier. And that will bring up Jackson Cheney, the left fielder, also over 2 with 2 strikeouts today. 2 outs and runner on first. Swing and miss for strike 1. Cheney, a freshman this year for the Tigers. That will be low for ball 1. Cloud's been moving in here since the start of the game. Right before the game, it was sunny. The sun had started to warm things up, but now that the clouds have started rolling in, it is getting cooler here, especially in this press box. I'm glad I am inside, though, not having to be outside. These temperatures. Another big swing and a miss for Cheney. Count goes to 22. Got to see Cheney last fall in the Fall World Series. Had a few hits. Shows a somewhat bright, or I believe a bright future, as that one will be a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Cheney, and that one will end the inning. But it will be now a 3-run 5th inning for the Tigers. Makes this a 4-run ball game, 8-4 in favor of the Mule Riders of SAU. Gotro back out for another inning of work. Due up for SAU will be 5, 6, and 7. That is Manning, McGee, and Orr. Temperature has already started to drop. It was 35 degrees at the start of today's game. Has now dropped to 34, and the feels like temperature down to 27. I'm glad I am inside a press box. Weather Channel says the wind in Arkadelphia is about 9 miles an hour right now, which is not fun when it's this cold outside. I believe we have a change pointed to left field. I'm not sure who that is out there in left for the Tigers. Might have had a position change. Couldn't hear who it was, but Manning will step in to lead things off here in the 6th inning. That one will miss the zone for ball one from Gautreaux. That one will find the zone for strike one. One from Gautreaux. He swung on and missed for strike two. That one will miss outside. Count evens up at 2-2. Fastball go high. Count runs full. No out, nobody on here. Top of the 6th inning. A 4-run ball game. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Mitchell picks up his second strikeout of the day. For out number one, that will bring up Brett McGee, the catcher today for SAU. McGee, a sophomore out of Pittsburgh, Texas. McGee 3 for 3 today. That one will miss for ball one. One out here, top of the 6th inning. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. That one will be strike two. Good pitch there from Gautreaux. That one will be fouled out of play. Count will stay at 1-2. The 1-2 is skied way high, but it will go foul down the right field line. Count will stay at 1-2. McGee back in. McGee looking to make it 4 for 4 on the day. He'll foul that one down the left field line now. Count will stay 1-2. Once again, the 1-2 from Gautreaux. Check swing did not go. Ball two. Count evens up. 2-2 on the way, and it will miss, and count runs full. So Gotro was quite happy with that pitch. The full count now here to McGee with 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the 6th inning. Called ball 4, and it'll be a walk. But that one might have just been a bit too far inside on McGee. Runner on first now for Riley Orr, the shortstop. 1 out. For a sophomore at Spring Hill, Louisiana. Finds the zone, strike 1. Orr is 1 for 3 with an RBI today. And the RBI back in the 4th on a sac fly to center field. The 0-1 runs inside for ball 1. So the 1-1 now. Gotro pitching out of the stretch. Check swing did not go. Ball 2. Got another pitcher warming up down in the bullpen for Ouachita. 2-1 count to Orr. Runner on first. That one will miss low and outside. Ball 3. Gotro looking to battle back here. 3-1 is swung on. They say win. It'll be strike 2. Count runs full. Good job there by Gotro. Getting back to a full count. Payoff pitch on its way, but it'll be outside. That's 2 straight walks for Gotro after the opening strikeout. And that will bring up the designated hitter, Tucker Burton. I have a quick word out on the mound. Coach Howard going to talk to Gotro. Doesn't look like we're going to be changing pitchers, just having a quick word. One of the famous speeches I remember my high school coach would give to some pitchers that were struggling. It differed from pitcher to pitcher, but one I often remember him going out there, sending the catcher out there to tell him is throw strikes, which never quite understood that because I'm pretty sure that's what the pitcher wants to do, but sometimes you just need a reminder, I guess. And Gotro started the inning with a strikeout, and it's been 2 straight walks, both on full counts. That will bring up Tucker Burton. 2 for 3 on the day with 1 RBI and has scored a run. He'll foul that one. Past the home dugout for strike 1. So the 0-1 now. Gotro still pitching out of the stretch. And that one will be a golf swing into left center. It'll bounce off the ground. It'll be a base hit for Burton, and it will load the bases with 1 out. That will bring up the right fielder, Connor Allen. Allen 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a run scored. 1 strikeout as well. will be fouled for strike one. The 0-1 pitch from Gautreaux with the bases loaded. Let's see if he can get the Tigers out of a jam here. He swung on and missed. Strike two. Gautreaux finds himself ahead in the count 0-2 now to Allen. One problem, though, on deck, unless the Tigers can turn a double play here, will be the leadoff man, Austin Baker. The 0-2 to Allen. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Big strikeout there for Gautreaux to get the second out of the inning. That one will miss for ball one. The 0-1 from Gautreaux, also low, ball two. I want to give up a walk here. Gautreaux needs to settle in here and battle back with two balls. Like that one might have been left high for ball three. The 3-0 from Gautreaux. That one finds the zone for strike one. 3-1 count. Also find the zone. The count goes full. Good job there by Gautreaux. Battling back. Run the count full here with bases loaded and 2 outs. Tigers looking to escape the inning with no harm done. The payoff pitch from Gautreaux, and it will miss for ball four. The run will score, and the lead goes back up to 5. Looks like we will be seeing another pitching change. Coach Howard heads out to the mound. Let's see who we get here. Gautreaux ends up pitching 2 1/3 inning, if my math is correct. Picks up 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. That is number 20, Michael Soyson, pitching now for the Tigers. Soyson, a junior out of Jasper, Texas. Soyson coming in a tough spot. He'll have the bases loaded. Any runs that will score will not be attributed to Soyson. But he'll be facing Kobe Morris. And Morris might be the person you want to face when you come in today. He is 0 for 4 on the day. One strikeout, popped up to short back in the first, flew out to center field, does have an RBI to his name, and lined out to short back in the fifth. So far in the season, Kobe Morris is hitless. Did not record a hit in 5 at-bats yesterday against Henderson. Did strike out 3 times, so he has 4 strikeouts on the season now. See if Soyson can add to that total. Soyson transferred in. He likes the junior out of Jasper, Texas, transferred in from Panola College. First pitch will be swung on and fouled off for strike 1. For Panola last year, Soyson made 7 appearances out of the bullpen and struck out 7 batters in 7 1/3 innings pitched, and started the year out with 4 scoreless outings. Good numbers there. Let's hope he can continue it here for the Tigers. Ball will be low. Ball 1 count evens up 1-1. 2 outs here. Bases loaded for SAU. Soyson's trying to limit the damage to 1 run. Be swung on and hit up the middle. It'll be at least 1 runner will score. Steen comes to throw it in. He'll fire over to third, so 2 runs will score. Throw not in time over to third. It'll be a 2 RBI single for Kobe Morris. Riley Orr and Tucker Burton both scored to make it an 11-4 ball game. That will bring up the left fielder, Jacob Martinez. Back to a 7-run game here in Arkadelphia. 2 outs once again. First pitch missed for ball 1. They're going to call a balk, so both runners will advance. That'll be another run scored. Will be swung on and tipped for strike 1. Now just a runner on second. Now an 8-run ball game. 12-4 in favor of the Mule Riders. Time is called. The 1-1 is swung on and hit towards Reebok. Picks it up. He'll bobble it, so that'll be an E6 or E5. Runners safe. We've got runners at the corners. That will bring up Mason Peterson, first baseman. Peterson 1 for 3 with a home run today. Run came back in the fourth. Still 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Soyson. First pitch finds the zone, strike 1. Soyson out of the stretch. The 0-1. Swung on and hit towards Soyson. Drops it, picks it up, fires over 2 bursts for out number 3. That will end the top of the 6th inning. Mule Riders add 4 more runs. Tally their hit total up to 14. After that half of an inning, we get ready to head to the bottom half of the 6th. Due up for the Tigers will be 7-8-9. That is Kelly, Sowell, and Steen. Be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Rav Rogers Field. Getting ready to start the bottom half of the 6th inning here. Tigers trailing by 8, 12-4. Behind Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. Cole Kelly leading things off here in the 6th inning. First pitch will go for ball 1. Cole Kelly was hit back in the 2nd inning. To the 2-0 pitch. He swung on and hit into center field. That's Manning there, makes the grab for out number 1. That will bring up the shortstop, Simmons Sowell. Sowell 0 for 2 on the day. Popped up to second base and then grounded out to second. First pitch to Sowell. Womack wasting no time. Will be high and inside for ball 1. Sowell will swing on that one. It'll be high. McGee says he's got it. He'll throw his mask and makes the grab for out number 2. That will bring off the leadoff man, Lewis Steen. Steen 3 for 3 on the day. Not getting a hit yesterday in the doubleheader, has racked up 3 hits today. He'll swing on that one and miss for strike 1. Missed the zone for ball 1. Steen batted .246 last year for the Tigers and started all 22 games. 1-1 from Steen will go off his foot, so it'll be a foul ball. Be strike 2, counts now 1 and 2. That one will miss for ball 2. 2, 2, and 2 up on the board. Dean looking to extend his hitting streak and avoid going 3 up, 3 down. He will hit that one into center field. Manning goes to track it and makes the grab on the run for out number 3. That will do it for the 6th inning. No runs on no hits and no errors. We head to the top of the 7th. Your score 12-4, Mule Riders. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back here to Rab Rogers Field, getting ready to start the 7th inning of play. Due up for the Mule Riders will be number 2, Ty Manning, the center fielder, who hauled in 2 of the outs in the previous inning, or previous half inning. That'll find the zone for strike 1. Manning 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts, but he has been hit twice, including once in the head back in the 4th inning. He will pop that one up, and it looks like it will it will stay in bound. McBride makes a great catch for out number 1. Really thought that one was going to get over the net, but McBride keeps his eye on it and makes the grab for out number 1. Great job there by the senior McBride. One thing about McBride, or something about McBride, I saw the comments here on the live stream that I didn't, looking at it, so Janko, the pitcher we saw for the first part of the game for SAU, McBride, and then it's Walker, which is Josh Walker, all from Prosper, Texas, and all went to high school together. That one finds the zone for strike 1, so some high school teammates here playing today, playing against each other. So I'd have to give a shout out to Jason Janko, who mentioned that in the comments. That one finds the zone for strike 2. So thank you for that little bit of information I did not realize. 0-2's account now for Soyson. Trying to find his groove here. Struggled a little bit last inning. Was able to, in the inning, that one is hit way down the right field line. And Mitchum will watch that one go over the fence. So that'll be a home run for Brett McGee. That will bring up the shortstop, Riley Orr, to the plate. Second home run of the day for the Mule Riders, and they increase their lead to 9 with a score of 13-4. That brings up Riley Orr. 1 for 3 on the day as he will hit that one into right field, and there is Mitchum to make the grab. Actually, that's not Mitchum. That is Kirkendall out there. They had made that switch. So he makes that one for out number 2. I bring up Tucker Burton, the designated hitter. We'll hit that one to Schrader. We'll fire over 2 birds for out number 3. So 4 up, 3 down, but a run is scored off the home run for Brett McGee. And we will head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And we are back here in Arkadelphia at Rat Rogers Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Due up for the Tigers will be 2, 3, and 4. That's Reebok, Burris, and Kirkendall. Bottom of the 7th inning. Reebok 0 for 1 today with 2 walks and a strikeout. First pitch from Womack will miss for ball 1. 1-0 inside for ball 2. Reebok back in the box now, getting ready for the 2-0 pitch from Womack. Finds his zone, strike 1. Reebok will pop that one up, and it should get out of play. Just past the dugout there. Down the third base side. Count goes to 2-2. Reebok will send that one in the same place. He'll foul it out of play. Another one fouled. Count stays 2-2. Three and 2 now the count. Reebok's run it full. Payoff pitch from Womack is swung on. A chopper. Nobody's covering first, and Reebok gets there in time. It'll be an infield single for Tyler Reebok. So lead off base runner for Ouachita. Great awareness there and great running by Reebok to get there. That'll bring up Cade Burris. Burris 0 for 2 on the day so far with a walk and a stolen base. The walk and the stolen base came back in the third inning. Will miss for ball 1. Will be low for ball 2. Good blocking there by the catcher McGee. Coach wants to go out there and have a quick word with Womack. Head coach, that's Justin Pettigrew. Have a quick word with Womack. Do have one pitcher out there warming up. Can't quite tell who it is, but doesn't look like they're going to be calling him into the game. Womack's done pretty well so far today. Only allowed 1 run. Just a bit of an encouraging chat there. 2-0 count now to Burris with Reebok over on first. Nobody out here. 13-4 ball game. Burris will swing on that one. It'll be fielded by Morris. They're going to say Reebok was out a second. It was close. Reebok thought he was safe. Want to be a fielder's choice. And that will bring up the right fielder, Zach Kirkendall, number 3. Breaking ball there finds the zone for strike 1. Kirkendall came up big in his first at bat today, 1 for 1, got 2 RBIs and ended up scoring a run back in the 5th inning. He'll foul that one out of play, go back behind me. That one's probably finding its way into the creek. That runs behind the field here. He will sky that one towards left field. It'll be shallow. Martinez comes over and makes the grab. Burris had to get back there, had to get back to first base, but does get back in time. It'll be out number 2. Now we'll bring up Cade McBride. Bride 0 for 3 on the day. 1 strikeout. He will hit that one to Orr, and he will flip it over to Baker for out number 3. That will do it for the 7th inning. We get ready to head to the 8th, Ouachita trailing by 9. We will be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And we're back here at Rab Rogers Field. A bit of a change here. We have Hayden Childers now catching for the Tigers. He replaced senior Cade McBride. Now batting for SAU is number 28, Zach Muldoon. Batting in the 9 hole now, taking over for Allen. Finds the zone, strike 2. Soyson still on the mound for the Tigers. 1-2. Be hit towards Sal. Scoops it up. Fires it over to Burris at first for out number 1. That will should bring up leadoff man. And that is Austin Baker, the second baseman. 1 out here, nobody on for Soyson. That one will miss. More ball 1. That one miss low and outside, ball 2. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Count goes to 2-1. Baker will hit that one into right field. Kirkendall there. Under it makes the grab for out number 2. Now up is Kobe Morris. Had 2 RBI. Or had 2 RBIs last time up. 1 for 5 on the day for Kobe Morris, the third baseman. 2 outs now. Wind blowing mostly out. That one misses for ball 1. That'll be a swing and a miss for strike 1. One and one finds a zone. Count goes to 1-2. Good pitch there by Soyson. Be called strike 3. That will end the top of the 8th inning. SAU goes 3 up, 3 down for the first time today. And we will head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Tigers really need to get something going here if they want to have a chance at this one. Only got 2 more chances left to cut into this 9-run lead. Due up for the Tigers should be Schrader, Cheney, and Cole Kelly. Here's we have a new right fielder for SAU. From what I can tell here, I believe we actually do have a new pitcher. I just realized that for SAU. So Womack's day is done. That's going to be number 17 now on the mound. That is Remy Bilodeau, the sophomore from Hot Springs, Arkansas. So he'll be stepping in, taking over the reins from Womack. Had a pretty good outing. But it looks like we have some more substitutions here. It looks like on deck right now will be number 7. That's Judd Arrington. Another one of the new faces here on the Tiger team. That's right. Judd Arrington will be batting first here, leading off in the 8th inning. And on deck, it appears to be taking over for Jackson Cheney will be number 8, Jared Free, the junior outfielder. First pitch from Bilodeau will miss for ball 1. That one will go foul for strike 1. Be a check swing, but it looks like it hit the bat of Arrington. So it'll be, I guess not. It did not hit it. So it'll be 2-1. That one finds the zone for strike 2. Count evens up. That one will go. It'll be fielded by Baker, fired over to Peterson. A great athletic play there by the Mule Riders for out number 1. That'll bring up Jared Free. And now in left field. Free, junior outfielder. Free from Dallas, Texas, transferred in from Liberty University. Didn't see much action last season here for the Tigers. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch will miss for ball 1. The 1-0 will be hit into left field. It looks like it will run just foul. It'll be strike 1. Long strike now. Or basically just a long strike for Free. One and 1 the count now. That one will run inside for ball 2. One count now from Bilodeau. Will miss for ball 3. Free finds himself with the hitter's count. That one will run inside, so Free gets himself a walk. Free gets a free ride over to first. I know if my director, Chris Babb, was listening to that one, he would have laughed at that joke because that's one of those things that he says all the time. That will bring up the designated hitter, Cole Kelly. Kelly 0 for 2 on the day with a hit by pitch back at the 2nd inning. And Kelly will hit that one up the gap between short and third for a base hit. And that means we'll have 2 runners on here with just 1 out. That will bring up the shortstop, Simmons Sowell, to the plate. Sowell 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch finds the zone, strike 1. Free with a decent lead over there. The 0-1 finds the zone. 2 now to Sowell. Sowell's put the ball in play each time at the plate today. He'll hit that one. It'll be fielded by Baker. We'll flip it over to Ord over to first for the double play, and that'll end the inning. Got to give credit where credit is due. That was a good play by the Mule Riders to end the 8th there. We will head to the 9th and final inning. Looks like we will have another new pitcher. Now it's going to be number 19, Jacob Bowman pitching for Tigers. Put Bowman in to close this game out. Sure if any other changes. Looks like we have a new shortstop as well. Can't quite make out that number. Believe that's number 24, Colin McWhorter. I believe Arrington, Free is out there in left. Fielder still on the plate. We have Arrington at third now. Still a 9-point game here. Number 19, Jacob Bowman, a sophomore out of Wooster, Arkansas, and Conway Christian. The tallest people on the team, if not the tallest, listed at 6'5" on the roster. Leading off here in the top of the ninth will be number 6, the left fielder, Jacob Martinez. Martinez 1 for 4 today. With a home, or that nope, foul that one off. Martinez is 3 for 5 today, sorry. With a hit and a run and an RBI, along with a triple. 0-1's to count. Finds the zone. Strike 2. Good pitch there from Bowman. 0-2. Left high. Ball 1. Trying to get Martinez to chase, and he wouldn't do it. One-two on its way from Bowman is hit into the gap in left center. Looks like it will get down. It'll almost go. It'll roll to the fence. Martinez will stop at second, so double for Martinez. That will bring up Mason Peterson, who is 1 for 4 on the day with a walk and a home run. Fielders went out and had a quick word with Bowman out on the mound. Behind outside, ball 1 with a runner on second. Bowman. Nobody out here, top of the ninth. 9-run ball game. The 1-0. That one will miss high. Ball 2. Down low, he'll get away from Childers, but no runner will go. Count now to 3-0. The 3-0 pitch misses, so it'll be a 4-pitch walk for Peterson. That'll bring up center fielder Ty Manning. And he's been hit twice, and other than that, he's over 3 on the day. 1 strikeout, 2 strikeouts, 1 pop up. That one was low. Ball 1. Nobody's warming up. Bullpen, or maybe one pitcher is. Can't quite tell from. Might just be Bowman's game to finish, no matter how it goes. That one will be fouled for strike 1. Actually, it looks like that is Carter Wade down there, the senior left-hander, warming up. If Bowman can't get it done here, Carter's Wade, so it's coming. Looks like he might this one out. Bowman just needs to settle in here. 3 outs. That one is skied way out, way down the line. It'll go past the field house. I think if that one had gone straight, it would have been, or gone fair, it would have been a home run. But that was just a very long strike, so no harm done. 1 and 2 is the count. That one is hit to left field. Bounce. Free will get it on the hop. Here comes Martinez. No throw. So Martinez scores off the RBI single from Ty Manning. Picked up his first hit today. That will bring up Brett McGee, the catcher today for the Mule Riders. 3 hits and 4 hits. He's 4 for 4 on the day with a walk and 4 runs scored and a home run. Now a 10-run ball game, 14-4. Still nobody out, 2 runners on. Low ball 1. That one missed for ball 2. Two-0 pitch from Bowman, swung on and missed for strike 1. Two-one pitch. Called strike 2. Counting was up to 2-2. Count here. Nobody out. 2 runners on. Could really use a double play here. 2-2 swung on in. It'll go foul down the baseline. Still 2-2 here. Sun's starting to come back out a little bit here in Arkadelphia. It looks like a pretty day, but it does not feel like one once you get outside the press box. Miss, count runs full. 3-2. To avoid loading the bases here. Payoff pitch will miss, and it will be another walk. We will have bases loaded here. No outs. Top of the ninth. Nope, thought there was a quick change, but there is not. Batting is number 26, the shortstop, Riley Orr. First pitch from Bowman finds the zone. Strike one. Found bit of a jam here. Bases loaded, nobody out here. I want to get away from Childers. Not enough so that a runner can go. It'll be ball one. One. Swung on, and it will be hit foul down the right line. There's 1 for 4 today as he's. Ooh, that one was right into the SAU dugout. Hit the top and bounced back. You gotta keep your head on a swivel while you're in those dugouts. To the count now. Bowman's ahead. Be hit. Fielded by McWhorter. Flipped over to Sal. Fired over to Burris. Not in time. Burris pulled his foot, but still get one out. But another runner will score. As the first out of the inning. Almost double play, but not quite. That will bring up the designated hitter, Tucker Burton. So that is number 13 now. That is Cooper King. Now DHing for SAU. That will be hit, base hit, and that will score another run. That one went into left field. That will bring up 3 now. Is Chris Lyles. Looks like we're going to have a quick pitching change. A left-hander now for Ouachita. Get that number to you here in just a second. That is number 18, so that will be Caleb Donahoe. Taking the reins now for hopefully the remainder of this game. Point game. A sophomore out of Northlake, Texas, and Byron Nelson High School. Made 2 appearances last year. Freshman, where he struck out 1 batter and walked 1 in 2 full innings. Finance major here at Ouachita. Looks like he'll be facing Chris Lyles, SAU. This Chris Lyles is a freshman. Out of West Village, Texas. We got a runner on first and second. New pitcher in the left-hander Caleb Donahoe here with one out in the top of the ninth inning, which will be fouled away for strike one. Oh, 1 count for Donahoe. Just bit high for ball one. Now it will be skied up towards right field. Kirkendall goes over and makes the grab for out one number 2. Runners do not advance. And that will bring up what would be the lead off back to the 1 hole, but this time it is number 32. 35, sorry, that is 35. Nolan Dempsey. Nolan Dempsey, a sophomore out of Kirksville, Missouri. First pitch misses for ball one. That one will find the zone for strike one. One pitch from Donahoe. He swung on and missed for strike two. From Donahoe. 2 outs here, 2 runners on. Called strike 3. Got him looking, and that will end the 9th inning. As the Mule Riders do plate 3. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Ouachita down 12, 16-4. Be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Rav Rogers Field into the bottom of the ninth inning. We got a new pitcher for SAU in Maddox Solomon. Solomon, a sophomore out of San Antonio, Texas, and a transfer in from Seminole State College out of Oklahoma. Had a few friends who went to Seminole State. One is currently playing ball for the Kentucky Wildcats this season. The leading off here will be Louis Steen. Pitch will go for a strike. The 0-1 will miss. Count runs to 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Steen 3 for 4 on the day. Will miss for ball 2. Now it'll be swung on and missed for strike 3 for out number 1. That will bring up second baseman, Colin McWhorter. First pitch misses for ball 1. Will miss for ball 2. Count now as McWhorter hits it into left field. What a catch by the right fielder Martinez. Diving catch for out number 2. Getting credit where credit's due. A very athletic play out there by the left fielder. That will bring up Cade Burris for what could be the final at-bat of today's game. 2 outs here, nobody on. 12-run ball game. First pitch finds the zone. Strike 1. Burris 0 for 3 today. He's reached on a walk and a fielder's choice. 0-1 will miss. Or actually called for strike 2. Bounce off the mid of the catcher. One the count now. Solomon will miss, and it'll go 2-1. They're going to say Burris did not go, so it'll be ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and number 22 at the plate. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will be the ball game. Final score: SAU 16, Washita 4. SAU gets those 16 runs on 18 hits and 1 error. Washita 4 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. Not what the Tigers wanted there. That will be the final score there. That'll do it for us here at Rav Rogers Field. The next Washita sporting event, or OSDN broadcast, will be Monday. Should be Monday, weather permitting, against Henderson State in basketball. Next baseball home broadcast will be February 26th, the Friday, against Oklahoma Baptist here at Rav Rogers. Next up for Washita baseball, on February 19th, they head to Bethany, Oklahoma to take on Southern Nazarene in a 3-game series to start GAC play. I'd like to thank our crew here. We had Katie Hatchett, Noah Grimes running things next door to me. I'm not sure who was running graphics, who was directing, who was doing what, because I can't see through the wall here, but I want to thank them for being out here today in the cold weather too and helping us with this. This has been Matthew Branch, and you've been watching Washita Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network. Have a safe weekend.